Welcome everyone to another review of Archie Comics S.O.N.I.C.X. Today's issue is number 25, the series' first and only milestone. Since this year is Sonic's 30th anniversary, I figure, what would be a great way to begin celebrating this momentous occasion? Why not take a look at a story about Sonic fighting multicolored versions of himself? Yeah, that's what I get for already reviewing the Sonic 1 two-parter. You can check it out after watching this video. And afterwards, why not check out my review of that other Sonic 1 adaptation I did? Both were made for anniversaries. Okay, I'll stop with the shameless plugging. Before we begin, I should probably explain the main antagonist of this story. Hint, it's not Dr. Eggman, although he does play a small part. No, we're getting the return of the villainous organization, S.O.N.I.C.X. No, I'm not joking with that name. S.O.N.I.C.X, or the Society for Observing and Neutralizing Interdimensional Creatures and Xenomorphs, are a secret organization dedicated to destroying Sonic and his friends because they ruin their lives in some fashion. While it is a comic-exclusive antagonist, many of its members appeared in the anime, albeit as cameos, and their base is located on Prison Island. Remember, this series takes place after the events of Sonic Adventure 2 in the anime. The leader is the organizer, who always appears on video in the shadows. Although if you look closely at the silhouette, it's clearly that it's actually, spoilers, comic-exclusive character Captain Westwood. Anyway, let's dive right into this issue. We begin with a news broadcast informing Sonic and us about 5 different colored Sonics running around causing mayhem. As we can see, the red one's wrecking cars, the yellow one's vandalizing buildings, the purple one's kicking over fruit carts, the green one is messing with people, and the worst one of all, the orange one's eating all the food at a restaurant. That's truly vile. The real Sonic doesn't know who they are, but he intends to find out. At S.O.N.I.C.X HQ, Commander Passer yells at Dr. Narasu because the Sonic clones he created are not perfect. Their goal is to turn the public against the hedgehog, and it's kinda hard if they are not blue. For the record, I really hate it when people spit when they talk. Narasu explains that the copies aren't even real. They're essentially robots made out of carbon instead of metal and circuits. In other words, we won't feel too bad when they're eventually destroyed. He barely had enough resources to create these 5 and a 6th model that's currently in the works. The 2 are summoned to a meeting with the organizer, who shows them the real Sonic's arrival on the scene. At the very least, they hope the copies can take him out. Sonic calls out his 5 doppelgangers, and they immediately come to him like bugs to a zapper. And just like bugs, they get hurt when they collide against something. In this case, themselves. The conflict goes to the streets, and we see more of the copies' imperfections. They lack the skill, speed, and quip of the genuine article, something the real Sonic points out. However, while they lack Sonic skills, they still have numbers, and they can hurt innocent people during the fight. Cue the arrival of Tails, Amy, and Knuckles. This didn't completely come out of nowhere. Cream said she would call the others to help Sonic when he left the mansion earlier. They do help, but there are still innocent people that could get hurt. Sonic needs to find a safe place, or rather, not a safe place to go. Sonic and the 5 Fakers, sounds like a band name, head to Eggman's base. Eggman himself sees this as a nightmare, which is ironic considering his minions woke him up because of the multiple Sonics approaching. The Doctor launches his defenses, which the real Sonic easily avoids. The inferior copies, again lacking any of Sonic's skills and experience, are destroyed. Eggman, who's in such good spirits after destroying the copies, starts planning something we'll see in a bit. Sonic examines one of the shoes to find the S.O.N.I.C.X brand underneath. Are they trying to trademark those things? In reality, it's a way to let Sonic know who's responsible so he can pay a visit to their base. He arrives in time for Dr. Narasu to unleash the 6th and final copy. While it's also not perfect, it's at least blue this time. And this version bears a striking resemblance to classic Sonic. This one's tougher than the others, so Sonic tricked him into destroying the copy-creating equipment. The other S.O.N.I.C.X members arrive and shoot what they think is Sonic in the smoke. When they picked up the shoe to be used as a trophy, they saw the branding underneath and realized they destroyed the last copy. Sonic thanks them for the assist and leaves. There's a follow-up news broadcast to today's events, and Sonic's giving thanks to his friends for helping out. This time, the broadcast is watched by Eggman and his goons, and we end the issue with the Doctor readying his newest plan, stepping into the ring as a luchador wrestler named El Gran Gordo. Okay. The issue showcases how dangerous Sonic X can be with limited resources. Dr. Narasu said it as much. Still, you have to give him credit for creating 6 imperfect copies to wreak havoc. On the 5 multicolored ones Sonic faced in Station Square, I wouldn't read too much into their personalities since they're one-and-done threats. Looking at their facial expressions, you think, oh, the red one's angry, the yellow one's cowardly, the green one's envious, and so forth. But, nah. I don't think that's what Ian and Tracy were going for. I mean, all of them were causing trouble for one. I do think this story was an excuse for them to sneak classic Sonic into the mix, and to allow him to be the toughest of the copies. This is kind of a big deal since this issue was released in 2007, and classic Sonic did not get renewed relevance until Sonic Generations in 2011. And I'm going to get flack from the community for saying this. Oh well. As I hinted earlier, Eggman has a small but important role, as he was the one that took care of the 5 multicolored Sonics, plus, he teases something that will appear in future issues. Starting with the next one, in fact, but that's something for another time. For now, I'm giving this story an 8. It's a fun little outing with good art and nice visual nods to the past, though I kinda wish it was a 2-parter with Sonic taking on his classic self longer. But there were probably limitations Ian had to abide by. Also, Chris Thorndike does not appear at all in this issue. His home and Ella briefly do, but not the kid himself. Which is good since this Sonic-focused outing should focus on Sonic. Even with Sonic's friends entering the fight, it's to give the heroes some much-needed breathing room. Funny, last issue they fought a single robot that copied their skills, and now they fought weak copies of Sonic. Ian and Tracy sure love writing stories featuring knockoffs. Thank you everyone for joining me, and have a good day. I'm with you, Eggman. I'd like to sleep in as well.